I agree with you. The system is rigged. My name is Rich Lennon. I talk growing the money on my podcast on Facebook every morning from 9 to 9:10 a.m. So apparently one of my YouTube videos blew up a little bit and I want to talk about it. I was not suggesting and making fun of the Amazon workers, excuse me, the UPS workers that got a raise to $50 an hour and then subsequently got salaries and benefits close to $170,000. I wasn't making fun of those employees or the people going through that. I was saying that the system is rigged against you, and anytime that you are going to be a W-2 employee and you are going to work for a big conglomerate such as that conglomerate is going to always look out for itself. I don't care where you are in that pyramid scheme. Eventually, you will be cast aside, and you should take on the responsibility to your own life, and you need to go educate yourself on how to grow money. I don't care how old you are or how much you think the system is rigged against you today. I talk to people all the time. I talk to a 16-year-old kid who goes to Henrico High School who is motivated to be learning money and is making tremendous strides in their life. Don't wallow in the idea that you cannot grow wealth in America. It's incorrect. Um, $50 an hour is great. You get to make money for a little while, but eventually you are cast aside. And all those people who came into the comments and said, "Hey, the UPS workers are not making $170,000 a year. They only make $50 an hour. Then with some overtime, they make closer to $100,000 to $120,000 a year, and the other $70,000 to $50,000 a year is just benefits." Well, I will tell you, as an entrepreneur, those benefits are significant, and that's the only thing I kind of disagreed with people in the comments. Your salary is $170,000. If they are putting the money away towards their 401k, if they're paying your health insurance, that is something that the rest of us are not getting compensated for. And therefore, it does matter, especially to the company who is paying you. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself because this maybe was a little bit misinterpreted. Okay, number one, it's not a conspiracy if it's the truth. The US government, and by the way, all the governments of the world and all the wealthy people of the world, there's a reason that they do not teach you how to grow wealth in school because they want you to work for them for a living. Our schools are trained for two things. Number one, it's train you to be an employee. How do I go? How do I wake up every day? How do I do my homework? How do I get to school? How do I sit there in one spot at my desk for 8 hours, listen to someone who tells me what to do, and then I do it? That is the way the education system works, and it trains you to be a W-2 employee. And when you get to higher education, it's all about trapping you in debt. The cost of education has gone up astronomically, and the generation that is 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years old is drowning in debt. This is by design. This is not a conspiracy theory. They don't teach you about wealth. They teach you how to be an employee, and then they saddle you with debt, and then you work for them for your entire life, and you could work for them for 30, 40, 50 years, and then you get a couple years in retirement. I'm simply suggesting that there is a better way, and the way is to get educated yourself. All right, I want to talk a little bit about number one thing. If I have your attention for this just moment, the number one thing that destroys your wealth is taxes. They tax you when you make the money. They tax you when you buy a house. They tax you when you're renting. They tax you when you buy your car. They tax you to drive on the road. They tax you for the gas that you buy. They tax you for every single thing in your life constantly. Taxes is the number one reason that you cannot grow wealthy. Did you know that if you flipped a penny every day for 30 days, think about how much money that would be. So day one, I have 1 penny. Day two, 2 pennies. Day three, 4 pennies. Then 8 pennies. Then 16 pennies. And I'm going to double that every day for 30 days. Do you know how much money you would end up with? A little over $10 million. Now, let's tax your earnings. And that's what happens to you as a worker. That's what happens when you get into the W-2 mindset, where you work and then for 30 years or 30 days in this scenario, they tax you at the end of the year. So in the same scenario, I take 1 penny and I double it to 2 pennies. But at the end of that day, I tax myself 35% on the 1 penny of profit that I made. And then on day two, I double it again, but I tax myself 35% on my profits on that day. And then I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. I do it for 30 days in a row. Do you know how much money you end up with? $64,000. If you don't have taxes over your career, you have $10 million. If you do have taxes over your career, you have $64,000. And this is the thing that the government refuses to teach its citizens. And it's important for you to go and learn it. The tax code is written this way. The tax code is written, it's like 4,500 pages long. The first 400 pages are why you can ignore the second 4,000 pages. And you have to take it upon yourself to get educated on what that means and how you can use that to an advantage for yourself instead of going in that W-2 mentality until you're 40 or 50 and 60 and then you're cast aside and then you are left to fend for yourself. I'm the one suggesting that this is not fair. I'm the one suggesting that there is absolutely a better way. For entrepreneurs in the United States, the best way is still real estate. I know that some people don't think that real estate is attainable anymore, but that is not correct. That is, with respect, that's a lack of education on your part, where you can educate yourself on how to buy assets, how to control properties, how to create cash flow. That is, I promise you, as someone who did that for 10 years, that is a very doable thing, and it's still doable today. It doesn't matter the price of the house, and it doesn't matter the interest rates on what it charges for the debt. I spend my time, I did that for 10 years. And now as I retired from that business, now I do something where I teach people how to grow their money through lending and through notes. So now I lend my money to the real estate professionals that need my money to grow their dreams. And that's how I've been successful. I'm just suggesting to you that if you are in a W-2 job, that there is a better way and you need to look out for yourself. And the earlier you start, and it's just tragic when 25-year-olds and 20-year-olds come to me and say, there's no way that I can grow wealth that is stacked against me. There is no fast-paced way to wealth. There's a steady way to build wealth. And as you age, that compounding interest, especially tax-free compounding, makes a dramatic difference in your lifestyle. And I'm pleading with you, please go out and educate yourself. If you're interested in the things that I have to say, go check out richlennon.com. Download the Smarter Wealth Blueprint, which explains to you exactly how I lend money to other real estate professionals and how I earn 30 to 50% returns on my money. It's free. Take it. Run with it. Go educate yourself. Get free of what is an absolutely intentional effort to keep you down and to not make you wealthy. My name is Rich Lennon. I talk every morning on Facebook from 9 to 9:10, where I lay out how to go find those clients, how to structure the deals, how to make those types of returns and take control of your own destiny. I hope to see you then.